Welcome back to Iowa Basketball with Fran McCaffery, sponsored by the Eastern Iowa Airport. Matt Nelson alongside Chris Rickert, one of the two seniors on this basketball team. And there's a lot of highly recruited athletes on this basketball team at the Division I level, any sport. And then there's some people like yourself who are not highly recruited but really contribute to the team. So let's talk about that, Chris. How did you come to Iowa, and how did you end up on the basketball team?
Well, I came to Iowa just basically as a student, chose it right after I went to high school, just loved that athletics here, so I just decided, been an Iowa fan all my life, so might as well come to school here. And then my junior year here, there was just an open tryout that I saw on the Hawkeye website, and then I just came to the open tryout. There's about 15, 20 guys there. I just went through about a 2 or 3 hour tryout, and a couple days later, got a phone call from the assistant coach, Spraw, and then said if I wanted to come to practice the next day, and that was that.
The very next day. You mentioned fan. You were a fan. In fact, there's a photo of you getting a shirt signed by Coach McCaffrey the day he was hired as the Iowa basketball coach. Do you still have that shirt? Do you remember that? Does he remember that? I mean, it's just kind of funny. Here's a fan, and now you're on his team.
Yeah, exactly. I still have the shirt. It was the Fran is our man shirt that everyone got for going to his opening press conference. I'm not sure if he's seen the photo yet. I'm going to have to bring it up to him and show him a copy. I haven't seen that thing in a couple years. But I just remember seeing the Cedar Rapids Gazette the next day, and front cover, I thought it was so cool that I was on the front cover with Coach McCaffrey, and I never thought at that time that he'd ever be my coach and I'd ever have a chance to play for the Hawkeyes.
You've gotten some playing time. You've scored a few points in your career, but a lot of hard work goes into this. Why do that? Why put in all that work and practice, being a scout team guy, that kind of thing?
I just feel privileged just being on the team. I wouldn't want to, mess it up, and just the little things I can do in practice really helps the team in games with everything else like that. The scout team in practice, we do a really good job just motivating each other, getting each other excited, even if it is playing defense for 2 hours. So the way I get through it and the way it is fun is when everyone just fills in and knows their role and just be excited about being on the team.
You have a lot of knowledge on the Big Ten and everybody across the country having to be them in practice as a member of the scout team. Any way you're going to use that in the future? Will it just be watching Big Ten basketball games, knowing a little more about what they're trying to do, or do you plan to get into coaching, anything like that?
I don't plan to get into any serious coaching. I'd like to coach, high school, sophomore level or something like that. But it's always interesting just watching other Big Ten games, and I seem to know other schools' offense better than Iowa's offense almost because I strictly run Ohio State and Purdue's offense. So it's pretty entertaining watching other Big Ten games and knowing exactly what play they're running and knowing everything about those players.
Chris Rickert, thanks a lot for joining us. Congratulations, and thanks for putting in all that hard work with the Iowa men's basketball team.
Yeah, I appreciate it.